Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Jojo.
And Shruti.
What's up?
This is Jojo the teacher today, actually. What is going on with your frames? ये क्या चल रहा है?
I'm trying to avoid that ring light showing a reflection showing. So put it down.
Put it back. Let's see. What is? We can see your ring light. Yes, we can
This
see like
annoying
a green.
thing.
Yeah. इतना सा भी is okay. अभी नहीं दिख रहा. This is fine. Oh no, it's back. You'll have to be very specific in
I
your
can't
angle
move.
of your face.
My movement is like restricted.
It's okay. You just be comfortable. It's okay.
Fine.
We'll deal with it.
Just that ring light is annoying the F out of me. So till I get a
Yeah.
stand for it. Okay, my issues aside,
Yes.
big reaction video. You know why?
Yes.
Oh my God. I was gonna leave a message on Saturday on this thing. Instagram telling people कि I know कल Sunday है, don't expect any mega reaction. वो आ रहे थे इतने सारे messages और इतने I don't know नए लोग आए हुए हैं because somebody commented saying मैं रोज 9/11 से वेट कर रहा हूँ और आप इतना disappoint कर रही हैं, रोज नहीं आता है reaction and वहाँ पे किसी ने comment किया लगता है आप नए हो अभी wait करो। I
Well
was like,
done.
very good. Please tell them, you guys. They should know. कहाँ आए हैं? Okay, so let's move on. Tony Montana, we watched the teaser at the end of the last one.
Yeah.
It's out and here we are.
Full excitement had happened, full like questions and like क्या होगा, कैसे होगा, and now finally we are going to get all those answers. I'm ready for it.
I just want to know if there's a story in this video. That's it. Okay. Let's do it.
Chalo.
Ready?
Ready. Yes.
Oh, one sec. Let's see who's done this. Is Deep Kalsi ke Sangeet pe.
Is it? Read the blurb. कुछ तो लिखा होगा.
Performed by Karma and Krishna, written by Karma and Krishna, produced by Josh Petruccio, mixed and mastered by Ryan Summer. So Josh or Josh. Josh. Let's do it.
Is there anything written? Nothing written.
No, nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
ठीक है.
Just the links.
अच्छा.
Links
ठीक
की
है.
credits से पहले वहाँ होगा ही नहीं. Okay, anyway, चलो, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, play.
Made mistakes. And then you had to. You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Call me Tony Montana, करता वही जो मैंने ठाना, तेरी बातों में वजन नहीं है, मेरी बातें दागे निशाना. Call me Tony Montana, करता वही जो मैंने ठाना, तेरी बातों में वजन नहीं है, मेरी बातें दागे निशाना. सीन में सब खारे, हम at the top of the food chain, clan hard Wu-Tang, yeah. ये कुत्ते hard बने ग्रुप्स में, songs में कुत्ते सामने मुद्दे, yeah. रैप के तूतिन खामें, king of genre, yeah. कर्मा माइक पे जॉर्डन, कृष्णा palm angels में devil, yeah. This that double can knock out. This is about hip hop, इसको cringe मत बनाओ, जो पढ़ पट्टी को हुड मत बुलाओ. देश पे कब्जा तो हुड में मैं क्यों जाऊं, जितना दिया था सब वापस लिया, पूरा हिसाब किया सारा सूट समेत. बीफ मांगे बीफ, रैपर जब मिली बीफ भागे रूम में एक, गए लाइव रोना धोना किया, पिछवाड़ा एक दूसरे का चूम रहे थे. लिरिकली मसकली बकचोद, तेरी बैकिंग भी बैकिंग को ढूंढ रही है, ये चारे दुबई में बसना पर एमिरेट्स में डाउन है. कॉल मी टोनी सोप्रानो या गॉडफादर, ये मेरे प्रनाम है. टोनी मोंटाना, करता वही जो मैंने ठाना, तेरी बातों में वजन नहीं है, मेरी बातें दागे निशाना. कॉल मी टोनी मोंटाना, करता वही जो मैंने ठाना, तेरी बातों में वजन नहीं है, मेरी बातें दागे निशाना.
Welcome to the dollar sign show, करे dollar sign flow, फिर yellow mind blown. Grind लगे मेरा mind bro, क्योंकि पहले line सोच बोल when am I broke? You're not a friend of mine bro, तू और मैं ना भाई तो कभी बनना पाए दोस्त. मेरा तो ये level high, so तू है mezzanine flow, छोड़ never mind bro. Tony Montana with the blam, I don't do it for the camera, मैं तो करूँ for the culture. इनकी बातों को ना सहना, असली रहना, जो भी कहना है कहने दो आसपास सारे vulture. Going to do with the hammer, जैसे कर्मा करे सैमर, अब होगी थोड़ी हलचल. All black मैंने पहना ski mask bandana, मैं उठो नहीं तू तो है ना बड़ी चंचल. Back in the game उठा nap से, इनको तो track पे पढ़ते हैं rap. टेकल के लौंडे उखाड़ा नहीं कुछ तो ट्यूशन तू ले ले जा rap का ऐप पे. Flow dope lage primo har beat pe karta hai excel no chino accept defeat when I let the heat ko sick kiss to let's expect no
Call me
chemo
Tony Montana करता वही जो मैंने ठाना तेरी बातों में वजन नहीं है मेरी बातें दागे निशाना Call me Tony Montana करता वही जो मैंने ठाना तेरी बातों में वजन नहीं है मेरी बातें दागे निशाना
Is there a teaser for something else now?
Wait. I'm
But-
waiting only.
We're like really expecting. No.
Nahi. Oh.
Damn it.
Zan. Zan is the word of the day for me.
What?
Zan.
Zan.
Zan. Because how it began, no? As teri baaton mein zan nahi hai. I was like, zan. That's my
Bazan.
word.
It's not.
Bazan. I know.
Oh, said it like, sorry.
But it's like, I'm going to spell zan.
I'm ruining everything all the time.
No, not at all. It's amazing. I love it. Listen, story to thi, but like,
Story nahi thi.
ऐसे-
What nonsense. There was no story. It was just.
let me
Oh, okay.
story थी लेकिन story online से offline के video में जा रही थी. Like if you know what's been going on in the scene and if all the the drama that has been unfolding in the past few months, then जो video है, video के अंदर it was more like dressed up as that and like fully के निशाने दाग रहे हैं हर जगह, like those laser beam light things which were constantly there. So it was more like the impression of a story, but the song per se did not have a story. The story was coming from real life. So that's what I meant. And इसके अंदर तो मतलब
You're
बहुत ही-
overthinking it. Yeah.
Am
but, like, I like how you framed it. So
Am I?
Sorry.
I don't know. मुझे तो overthinking नहीं लगी.
No,
मुझे तो,
no,
like,
you're not
I hardly
overthinking
know
what-
anything.
You've overthought the explanation of the thing. It was basically all online, offline shots.
वही
Like,
था, है ना?
topics
Right.
relevant,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
yes.
So, but I like the vibe that they gave it. So it's like
Yeah.
normally, you dress up as, oh, we're going to give it back to them and we're going to like jawab denge hum and all that. So ab usme, the way they all dressed up and the way they have sat and like, ke hits nikal rahe hain and like photographs and like, wo pura laser light and ye wo. So the whole vibe was so clearly about giving it back. But here they've taken it literally. Like, how filmon ke andar dikhate hain, yeah, like whatever.
So it started with that dialogue. that
Correct.
scene.
Haan. So entertaining, yes, 100%. And so I thought Karma and Krishna are going to go together, back to back in the whole song. Almost, I think, 3 minute something का 3:42 का गाना है, 2:30 या 2:16 या ऐसा कुछ था. तब तक Karma ही बोल रहा था. I was like, Karma's only going on doing it while Krishna is there in the visual, but like, no verse, nothing was coming. And then he came over there. So I was like, okay. Like, the way they had kind of planned the whole thing, that one is talking about it and setting the stage and then continuing. So that was interesting, like to watch how they had kind of divided the song up and what they were doing while it was together. But yet, like, the song division. बहुत सारे कुछ ऐसी lines थी जो समझ में आ रही थी, but I knew that there is more meaning to this, which जो सिर के ऊपर से जा रहा था. So obviously, once we're going to go through the lyrics, वो होगा. But there were yet many things, जो obviously, like, the name drops and general shout outs and like everything, a mixed bag that the song was. वो सब तो हो ही रहा था. So yeah, so interesting. Overall, has it lived up to the vibe that it created? Yeah, I think so. Like I felt like the vibe has totally translated. एक वो होता है ना, expectation level होती है कि आप wait कर रहे हो गाने का और उसका ये आने वाला है, teaser भी आ गया, अब क्या होगा, ये वो. Do I feel like it's matched up to all that? No. Maybe in my head now I expect like dhamakas from them, like like crazy whatever. कि इसके अंदर कि this will spark, or maybe I think dhamakas happen later. गाना आ जाता है उसके बाद जो उसके reactions आते हैं और जो like beef का पूरा जो एक scene वो हो जाता है. Like people begin to mind it and then like I think बड़ा एक गाना तब उसके बाद बन जाता है. So while it was really good, like it was
point.
really.
We will discuss this later.
Okay,
I
done
like
later.
this
But tell me
point.
first, what do you feel about it? Like.
Like I said, there was no story, so that disappointed me. I was like, "ये क्या इतना costume change वगैरह, like
Peaky Blinder type
the,
feel.
yeah, you got the looks right, you got the outfits like bang on, and then story थी नहीं उसमें, but ठीक है. They set the scene And I
Yeah.
feel like Karma ne Scarface dekhi hogi, like and then he's like,
किसने
"चलो."
नहीं देखी ये बात है
मतलब I'm saying recently dekhi hogi और
अच्छा
फिर गाना लिखने का सोचा
हाँ
होगा, you know.
हाँ
And
हाँ
obviously so much has been going on. It made for a good backdrop
then they should
set.
have just had like piles of snow on the desk but
Hey,
yeah
ho,
sorry
Tony.
continue
One time it's stuck in my head. I really like the
हाँ
hook, number one. But no, God, I have a lot to say. But I liked Karma's verses. He was taking proper direct shots, which now we've seen him do kind of regularly since Jan.
yeah yes
है ना?
fully
Before he used like, it was obviously Karma was never like, he used to do the hard tracks, but they were never direct. He was like the peaceful, peace loving, nice guy.
yeah politically correct thoda sa like you know कह भी रहे हैं लेकिन नहीं भी कह रहे
मतलब
and then like suddenly हाँ
normal flex कर रहे हैं, but like shots नहीं ले रहे इतने direct.
हाँ हाँ
फिर वो
correct
Karma 2.0 आए हैं 2022 में, but 2 has a lot to do with it. But he did what he needed to do in this track, clearly a lot on his mind. And
Yeah.
I'm not surprised because it's not just one person that keeps getting attacked and keeps, you know, people keep taking shots at. It's the whole label, it's everyone. So at some point you feel like कुछ बोलना
बस
पड़ेगा.
हो गया हाँ
हाँ,
correct
तो वो Scarface देखने के बाद immediately motivation आ ही जाएगा. Like, you know, see, Tori, what did I do is thing. So nice. I feel like it's a good homage to the character as well. Was classic film night. Okay, so that aside, Karma really took some very direct shots. We'll go over the lyrics and talk about those maybe. What I loved is even though Krishna came in at the end, and like you, I was also wondering, where is he? But the minute he came in, for me, the song changed, not just sonically, but mood wise, because the flow, man, I was like, damn, I love, like, for me personally, I like that portion more just because of the flow. And I was like, man, this part could have been longer, but he was saying really, and it's not a surprise, like I'm just going to be repeating myself, but I don't know how to not admire these things, because he had like really good layered bars with like intelligent shots and references thrown in there, and this is a flow that completely changed the song on its head. The song was almost I won't say mellow, but it was in a slightly slower zone, and then he flipped the switch and changed it because the sound, because of the flow he took, it changed. Even though the music was the same, it didn't change much. But
I was kind of liking
suddenly
it.
the song went into, I was like, oh, okay. It picked up, you know what I mean? Like it picked up. And then
I didn't feel that though.
Oh, you did? I did. No. I was completely
it was shift. For me, I felt, you're right, like it did shift, but I didn't feel like it picked up. I felt it was already on a certain, like, you know, there was a vibe going on, and that kind of added to the vibe, and it gave a different flavor. But it wasn't like I didn't feel like it was going slow and then this picked it up. I felt like it was on an equal level. And then when Krishna came, it's like a different flavor change happened, which was expected also. Like if he's going to step in, if a second person steps in, like there are two people performing and the second person steps in and it doesn't sound different, then what's the point? Hai na? Like when
no,
flavor
I agree.
needs to get added.
But for me, definitely there was a pickup, because I'll tell you why. Because when you're kind of like bobbing your head to a certain person's cadence or the beat or whatever is happening, and then that suddenly kind of, you can feel it in your movement, your own, like you're like, okay, suddenly my head is now bobbing in a different way, and it's reflex. It's not even I'm not thinking about it now. So wo mere saath hua. So that's,
I looked at it as setting stage, going up, and then now 8 minutes, and like for the slaps. So that there is a whole, the song is about that, isn't it? The song is about giving it back to people and about calling. So that's what the whole song is, that like, come, if you mess with us, we're going to mess with you right back. So, you know, that vibe came out fully.
Oh, I have a great this thing. So Karma's taking, like, he is shooting with a rifle and he's like aiming properly and shooting. And Krishna comes in with that machine gun.
The Scarface wala, proper that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, okay, that aside, lyrics, too much. We will go over them. I really like the beat.
It was the recollectability of the entire song is very strong. Like it's constantly going on in my head. Like, you know, the beat is very.
And what else do I want to say about this? There was something that I noticed in in the first of all, can we just talk about their costumes and the way they're acting throughout the thing? Because I feel like
Yes.
acting level has also like Karma ka to dekha hi hai,
Yeah.
but even
Yeah.
Krishna, like they were like in the zone. Full
Fully.
even like because you know that whole bit where okay, Krishna's lines were really funny with the ad libs over there, where they're in the white shirts and then he's looking at the camera, not looking. Like remember that you and I both laughed at that point. There was some like seriously good acting going on.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Abhi hum lyrics kholte hain. 1 second. Genius. Genius is a little. I don't think I'll use Genius because they are lyrics goal. We'll
Mew.
use. Okay, no, we'll use Genius only. Okay. Intro. Well-made mistakes. Question mark. Why is there a question mark here? You are the thugs. Come on, let's get. Oh, sorry. What am I? This is the scene from the film. I'm reading out the dialogue. So dumb. Okay, Karma. Call me Tony. Montana. Yeah. Karta wahi jo maine thana. Teri baaton mein wasan. Why am I singing?
I like
Meri
it.
baatein taaki nishana. I like it. Okay. Dehradun ka mera khoon. Verse 1. Scene mein sab khare. Hum baithe top of the food chain. Nice. Clan hard. Wu-Tang. Ye te hard bane jokes mein. Songs mein kootte. Samne te. Yeah. Rap ke Tutankhamun. Rap ke Tutankhamun matlab like dead mummy, like dead king.
Yeah, but he was like a cruel, massive, like legendary king.
I
Basically.
know. But then why is he calling them that?
Because they are the kings. They are the legendary kings of rap.
Oh, he's calling
Isn't that
themselves.
what he said?
I thought he's
Isn't
calling
that what he said?
No, songs mein kootte. Ye he's talking about
He's referring
them.
to someone else. Oh,
That's why I'm wondering why is he calling them Rap ke Tutankhamun? Rap ke Tutor. Maybe he's calling them
Mummy
himself.
only. Then it is. Either way. अभी दो लाइन पीछे जाके वापस पढ़ो अब.
Okay. ये कुत्ते hard बने jokes में, songs में कूदते सामने, yeah. Rap, then rap के Tutankhamun, king of genre. So
And next line?
उनको बोल कर्मा माइक पे जॉर्डन. Oh, okay.
हाँ.
तो वो खुद को बुला रहा है.
हाँ. Correct.
पर वो फिर के क्यों बोल रहा है? का क्यों नहीं बोल रहा है? Rap का Tutankhamun. I'm overthinking this. Anyway. Rap ke Tutankhamun, king of genre. Karma, mic pe Jordan. Krishna, Palm Angels mein Devil. Yeah. That's a brand, right? This, that, double K knockout. Ooh, double K. This is about hip hop. Isko cringe mat banao. Jhopar patti ko hood mat bulao. Shit. Desh pe hai kabza to hood mein kyun jaऊं? जितना दिया था सब वापस लिया. पूरा हिसाब किया सारा सूट समेत. Beef मांगे beef rapper. जब मिली बीफ भागे रूम में एक गए लाइव रोना. We know this, we know what happened. गए लाइव रोना धोना किया. पिछवाड़ा एक दूसरे का चूम रहे थे. Lyrically मसकली तेरी
मसकली.
Yeah, because that's in one song. We haven't seen it, I think.
Oh, अच्छा हाँ. I wouldn't have known if you. Okay, got it. हाँ.
तेरी बैकिंग भी बैकिंग को ढूंढ रही है. ये चारे दुबई में. This was very funny. ये चारे दुबई में बसना. बस ना, that's the पर Emmy rates में down है. Very intelligent wordplay there. Call me Tony Soprano या Godfather. ये मेरे pronouns है. That cracked me up. Nice. Okay, then call me Tony Montana. To the $sign. Verse 2, Krishna. Welcome to the $sign show. करे $sign flow. Here y'all are mind blown. Clever. Grind lage melamine bro. क्योंकि पहले line सोच. बोल when am I broke? Never. You are a friend of mine bro. तू और मैं ना भाई तो कभी बनना पाए दोस्त. Ever. मेरा तो ये level high so. तू है mezzanine floor. Chore never mind bro. Never. Tony Montana with the glamour. I don't do it for the camera. मैं तो करूँ for the culture. Nice. I like it. Culture. इनकी बातों को ना सहना असली रहना. जो भी कहना है कहने दो. आसपास सारे vulture. Yeah.
I thought there was one shout out to Samay Rehna there, but then maybe I could have been.
हो सकता है. Wait 1 second. जो भी सहना. Oh, सहना. रहना सहना not. असली रहना. Oh.
Rehna, like that.
You never know. Going do with the hammer. This was funny. जैसे कर्मा करे stabber. He took his case only.
What? Use it as a like a Good point though in the next line.
Huh. Going do with the, but it's like how comedians make fun of themselves before anyone else can. तो
Mild
हाँ,
roasting.
ये पता है हाँ.
Yeah.
So very nice. Going do with the hammer. जैसे कर्मा करे stammer. अब होगी थोड़ी हलचल. All black मैंने पहना. Ski mask bandana. Bandana. Nice. मैं हूँ टोनी. तू तो है ना बड़ी चंचल. हाँ. Back in the game, I'm ruining it, I know, but still, I'm trying. I don't know where the things are ending, the lines. Back in the game, utha nap se, inko to track pe padte hai rapte. I like this word.
Rapte.
Rapte is very cool. I think I heard it in a Karma song once, na? Nahi, ya zaruri nahi main suna. Kahin pe suna tha. Kal ke लौंडे उखाड़ा नी कुछ तो ट्यूशन तू ले ले जा rap का app से.
Krishna teaches on one some or has one thing on a app as well, no?
Yes, that's why this name. He just.
I know. I'm checking about that.
I forgot the name.
Yeah,
there's an app with a new post on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Flow dope lage primo. Her beat pe karta excel no chino. Ooh. Accept defeat when I let the heat go. Sickest on each list, expect no chemo. Sickest on each list, expect no chemos. Dude. Okay. Call me Tony Montana. करता वही. Sorry, I was trying to find the line. Okay. जो मैंने ठाना तेरी बातों में जन नहीं है. मेरी बातें दागे निशाना. Lovely. Very nice. It's a vibe, dude.
It's totally a vibe. Like it's very nice. But and I was thinking of the do which you were talking about, like, you know, for Karma's this thing, hammer wala. And I was again and again reminded of like, हाँ इतना construction चल रहा है ना सब जगह. That it's true that when that hammer, that, you know, drilling hammer makes that sound. And when that sound comes, सब कुछ आसपास का हिल जाता है and टूट फूट जाता है, right? Everything goes. So I'm like, yeah, actually correct. It's not even a roast. He's literally talking about that when Karma comes on the scene, he's going to throw everything. So
and also your own personal life, Karma.
Oh, हम वहाँ जा रहे हैं. Okay, very nice.
My God, 3 minutes.
Very nice song. Very nice song though. Entertaining, thoroughly.
Yeah, but what I was getting at is, do you think, this is a question for you, they are taking shots at the ops very directly? Are you bored of this whole thing, is my question. Because I'm seeing a lot of chatter online about it.
See, if I hadn't taken a break,
label versus this label.
I'll tell you what, very simply, and this is only purely what I feel about it, currently the state of mind I'm in, because we took a break. I'm actually well rested. I'm here for it. I'm enjoying the whole back and forth and like, acha, like, you know, because we are not facing any direct brunt for it. No, we are like side party. Anyone, only direct people, how they deal with it and what they are, you know, getting out of it. And if it is, because I'm assuming it can also get really heavy. Yeah.
Listen,
so even if we don't think of the artists.
For them.
So if for a second I divide that up and say, okay, artists ko apni उनको पता है वो क्या कर रहे हैं और क्यों कर रहे हैं. So even if we leave that aside and as third party or fourth or fifth party, whatever, outsiders, does it affect us? Normally, like the way it was going initially, if we wouldn't have taken a break in the middle, I would have totally been like, क्यों यार, नहीं, मुझे नहीं सुनना, I'm tired of it. हाँ, लेकिन it's all thanks to this break that now I'm here for it.
But see, so we are in an unusual circumstance. So then the rest of the audiences and even the artists themselves, not just one side, maybe both sides. It's like,
कि हाँ, मतलब is it just like repeat value हो रही है क्या ये? Like सब मतलब same चीज.
नहीं, but also isn't it affecting you in your daily lives? Like you know, because it's just like, what are we even fighting about anymore?
That's true.
You know?
That's true. Yeah.
What is the mudda? जिस पे इतना back and forth हो रहा है. तो ठीक है, अब
मतलब literal मुद्दे हमें पता है क्या है. We are talking about the whole subjective aspect of it. कि like, you know, what is the bigger picture here? What is the point of it? Yeah. Because I mean, कहीं हमें comments में अब literal मुद्दे बताने शुरू करते हैं, पता है basic मुद्दे क्या है.
Yeah. Because honestly, the beef is over, and I was just also, you know, I get sent a lot of stuff, and everybody knows that it's over. People have moved on. I mean, certain people have not moved on, but mostly people have. So, you know, like, ho gaya. Chill. Yeah. Let's get on with our lives. So I'm just thinking, is the audience exhausted or the audience is loving it? Is you and I are not, because we have just come back from break. But it's like,
but like वो भी होता है ना कि अगर जवाब नहीं दो वापस, so then it becomes into one of those things. But then if you look at it, it's creative fodder. if one
That's true.
chooses to look at it, that it's yet another song that you're putting out into the market, and it's being appreciated, it's getting those numbers, it's the fan base is happy, so wo bhi hota hai. So it's like, where does one draw the balance? Or I guess, I mean, one has to think about it as long as it's benefiting a party or both parties or multiple parties. But if it keeps, अगर ये online cheese offline में उतर के personal lives को affect करना शुरू कर दे, that's where I think the line needs to be drawn. But then who decides and who draws that line? So, there are multiple things to consider, I'm assuming. But it's just that it's more artists and their managers and how they need to handle it. As audience, हमें ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
No, but it's like a good thing because, like, see, technically this is Karma's song, and maybe Karma's had a lot on his mind. I'm just gonna remove Krishna from this.
Correct.
As because he's a feature on the track, but like it's he probably felt like, my God, why is this going on nonstop?
Like he finally needs to
so
speak
it
out
gives,
his mind.
It gives the artist fodder as well to sit and like put their replies in the form of a track, which is always better than Instagram stories or whatever such.
Correct.
But at some point you have to also feel like, is this distracting me from my art and what I could be doing with my time otherwise? So that's a call the artist will take. The interesting thing that you brought up that I do want to touch upon was, इतना expectation होता है और फिर उसका release होने के बाद क्या audience का reaction होता है और वो सब. That for me is a good talking point, because there's too much of a judgmental audience, I feel, in the Desi hip hop scene. And I'm saying this as a complete outsider. I don't even belong to this space as far as I am concerned right now mentally, but I'm just saying that from everything I get sent and everything I notice and read and see, it's just like, are you guys here to feel the music and just enjoy the vibe of a track, or are you here to like immediately get on Twitter and put your opinions and judgment out on the song or the artist? Like, what is going on? I feel
it's a good question.
I would, when I used to curate music for the station, I would listen as a listener. I would listen as someone completely detached from the industry and as a music industry professional. I would want to feel the music as a listener first and just enjoy it, whether it's a commercial track, whether it's a Bollywood, whether it's non-Bollywood, whatever. You have to just feel the music, and that's it. It's not about, oh, ye gana kyo kara abhi is time pe in their career, and like artist ka wo pura fir aap khol ke baith
But when
jao
you're a fan,
judge
I
karne
think
ke liye.
that also happens. Sometimes when you're a fan, now here is the unfortunate or fortunate, again, that's a judgment. But if we just observe it purely, sometimes what happens is, as a fan, you get so involved with the artist that you want to defend, and like whatever, that anyone who is either going against them or talking about it, there is like this strong reaction because आप इतना relate करना शुरू कर देते हो अपने,
I agree.
कि वो I think खुद की feelings पे control नहीं रहता. And which is where one needs to be mindful कि एक minute, am I doing this because I'm getting affected by someone outside of me, or like it's an interesting and a little bit of a
it's just a thought I want to plant and leave it at that, because I don't want to get into what's right, what's wrong, who should do what, who shouldn't say
Nobody
what.
can
It's
decide that.
really up to everyone individually. I think our video is going to end here. So basically, I'm not going to tell people what to do or what to think. That's not my. I'm just putting a thought out there that are we really like? And I think I tweeted this, that as audience, our only job is to feel. Our only job is to feel the music. That's it. Is it making me want to dance? Is it making me want to smile? Is it making me feel sad? Is it making me feel melancholic? Is it making me want to jump around and go work out or whatever? Our job is to feel the song. Secondary is like, okay, let's go into why this artist is doing this right now or not. Like, that's really not your...
See, songs can make you feel things as well. Like, you remember one of the songs we'd heard once, and after which we felt so like we needed somebody to come in, give an answer back so that we would feel avenged. Because there was like, sometimes certain lyrics can move, and when we listen, it can shake us in ways where we are like, wait, this is very unfair. And the kind of things that are being spoken, someone needs to answer back and correct this. और while it might not be a societal का कोई भार नहीं, हमने society का उठाया हुआ कि क्या चीज correct करनी है और कौन, who decides कि ये चीज correct है या गलत है या right है. Okay, I get that. But at the same time, because music can move you in such a way, and rap as a genre anyway can excite you so much with the kind of, it can actually एक जज्बे से आप भर जाते हो डिपेंडिंग ऑन किस टाइप का गाना आप सुन रहे हो. सो देन व्हेन इट अफेक्ट्स यू इन दैट वे, एंड देन व्हेन somebody reacts or does an answer, what do you say to that then?
I get all of that. But I'm just saying that it is, yes, it's gonna make you.
Idealistically, you're right. Idealistically, it is our job only to listen and enjoy the music. But when you listen, enjoyment or feeling or crying is not the only emotion that comes out of it. Na? Sometimes one gets instigated. And when one feels that feeling of being instigated, tab kya? I think tabhi
Nothing. Just wait for the replies or not. It's my thing is, it's not the audience's job to sit and judge the artist for what they decide to release or not release, or have unnecessary mind in the thing, like you remember that scene in The Last Samurai where Tom Cruise is trying to learn the swordsmanship of the samurai, and he's constantly failing, and this little kid from the tribe comes up to him and he's like, too much mind, less mind, no mind. He's like, what?
Matrix
he's like no mind, remove the mind, just keep the heart.
Don't think, just do. Yes.
Yeah. So that's my only point, because I feel like there's so much dissecting and bisecting and analyzing that's happening. Fine, fair. I feel like if the genre itself was a little older in the scene, it had been around a while longer, and it wasn't in its starting phase, maybe that would be less. Right now, there's just too much analysis going on.
I think
for
there's also process.
It's process.
I agree. You reach that stage. Exactly. You reach that stage of not caring for it or letting it play out only once you've gone through this stage, and then you come to a point saying, हमेशा यही होता है. पहली बार होगा, दूसरी बार होगा, 10 बार होगा, 50 बार होगा. But when it's coming closer to the 100th time, na, even the audience is like, अरे रहने दे यार, हमेशा यही story है, यही चीज होती रहती है. Then you get accustomed to it, and then you kind of get over it.
No,
so
that also.
Culture-wise, we need to get over it.
What I'm trying to, what I actually meant by that was that they will, like right now, there are so many young rappers now. Hustle just finished the second season, and even the Hustle one, like it's growing. So the audience has kind of seen them from their starting point.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're so then the audience also feels a sort of hawk on them. And then कि वो क्या कर रहे हैं, हमारी opinion उस पे बहुत matter करती है, और हमें like
कि ये सही है या ये गलत है, अच्छा ये ऐसे कर रहे हैं तो क्यों कर रहे हैं.
बहुत analysis चल रहा है, which is too much mind for me. When I see all of it, I'm like, where is the heart? Where is it? Enjoy the music and leave it at that. Sometimes you don't always have to over analyze everything.
Correct.
That coming from us is also very funny, because we do that only. So anyway, just putting a thought, I've just tried to plant a seed, have a think, and that's pretty much it. This basically brought these thoughts up because A, you mentioned what you did before we got into the reaction, and B, because the theme of the song was such.
Correct. Yeah.
Made me think about what's being discussed in the scene. So okay, I think we've talked enough.
Oh my god. Beach mein light change. Itna dark ho gaya, sab kuch, like so much happened in this song.
So much happened. I feel like we've recorded 5 reactions. Okay, chalo, we're gonna go now. Loved it. The props to the video team, I don't think we mentioned them. Same, Manil and Harsh. Well done. I'm liking this duo and their work. Okay. We'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves.
Bye.
Call me Tony.